That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. That's complete to Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On first down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him. The final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Play action, now it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Succop for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. On second down, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in. No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense. Second down and goal. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt. I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Come on now. Let's get it in.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards remain for second down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 9, 2nd and 5. A give to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Bernard shows the agility, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now Jones, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Jones, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. A draw play. Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was first down at the 40-yard line. He's looking up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady escaping the press. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Packers 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's not going to get me.
Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kingsley Keke able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And Brady's thrown there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They find some open field here. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
45. Mike, 45.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.